Starkville, Mississippi. What a scene this is. A veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. It's the Arizona State Sun Devils and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
History was made in Starkville, Mississippi. Did you know that Davis-Wade Stadium for the Bulldogs of Mississippi State is the second oldest Division I-A campus football stadium, opened in 1914 as Scott Field. The cowbells are clanging every time you visit Starkville, Mississippi. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. So Arizona State's kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. He'll bring it out. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Caught. Let's take a second about Arizona State. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire...
Makes the grab in their space. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
You know it's always a good idea? Getting it to your best playmaker. That's a good idea. Whether it's shallow, whether it's deep, this guy can make things happen. He's lightning in a bottle when he catches the football. And that pass, it was short, but watch him. He can make guys miss, outrun, turn those little bitty catches into big plays.
Back to throw, it's Bowling. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Harris. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
A lot of coaches talk about scripting the first series. You could tell the script reads, get that wide receiver the football because he can make plays. The quarterback, you could tell he has confidence in his guy. He finds him, and he does the rest.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll send the back in motion. He'll start this drive firing. Going for a big play right off the bat. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? handoff. Fluff Bothwell. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Taylor wants to throw. Right down the middle. And the third down pass is incomplete.
And man, those sting, man. The third down, the money down. Your guy's got to come through. You had a good play called. Receiver there to make a play. He's just got to catch the football. Those hurt on any down, but especially third down.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it, basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
On first down, it's Brown again.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Six-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Dropping back. It's Bolden. On the move to his left. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The Sun Devils will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll run with Brown. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. That's it fly. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown ASU.
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their 2nd passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Lions offense is on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Here's a give to Bothwell. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Taylor wants to throw it. Under fire. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They
forget the kick. He wants to throw it. He's going to take a shot. And the pass goes incomplete, and they rise up to stop the fake punt on 4th down. They managed to get the throw off, but couldn't get the completion. You always wonder, why not just leave the offense out there and run a pass play? Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbells ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. Back to pass, it's Boley. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete to the right. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
I love the 3rd down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on 3rd down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's got it, 1st down and more. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. To the air, it's Boley. Makes the catch. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down.
Well, I got to give the defense credit on that. 3rd down, they were almost anticipating some throws to the outside. They took it all away, so they forced the quarterback to go into the middle of the field on the drag route where everybody could converge on the receiver and make the tackle short of the 1st down.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Not a chance. Missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. At the 35, he's open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Quarterback making adjustments. On 1st down, it's Bothwell again. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Williams open on the right side. Ernie on the Jets. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Oh, man, did he turn that one loose and fired it into the teeth of the zone.
And as a quarterback, Reese, when you're throwing it to the perimeter of the field on these curl routes, you've got to have some heat. You've got to have arm talent to get that ball out quickly into the hands of your receiver before all those defenders can get to it. Man, this QB's got a can.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
Looking for a man. It's Boley. Fires to the middle. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Finds a man in the middle. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
To the air on first down. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
A great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Throws to the wideout. Intercepted to stop the threat. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop, and now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. That's caught. It's West. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Taylor wants to throw. Quick completion on the out route. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. Third down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
Quarterback may change this route. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. That's caught. It's Evans. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldog.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hamilton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
It's too bad because these receivers are winning outside one-on-one. If this offensive line can just give their quarterback a little bit more time, there are some plays to be had.
So now it's second and long. Back to throw. It's Boley. Fires to the middle. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Looking downfield on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Pulls it in, it's Harris. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
And he'll just get rid of that one.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
You know what they need. You know what they want. And you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Quarterback moving. The throw. Punts it out of the air. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Timeout taken by the Sun Devils, their first of 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Dropping back, it's Boley. It's complete to the left. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. The old saying is, you'll never go broke taking a profit. No matter how small, just keep building up the bank account.
Yep, and when the defense wants to drop back and not give up those big plays, a lot of times they're going to force you to be patient, and when you show them you can do that, it'll pay dividends in the long run.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Finds his man. Oh, he's got some space. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Sun Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. They march to the red zone, and here they go. Oh, they're after him. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's start with the USC Trojans taking on the Fresno State Bulldogs. And it's the Trojans with the 7-3 lead in what's been a defensive stalemate so far.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is.
Oh, what a move to get open. Flying out to the left. The 20. Inside the... And he scores! Touchdown, Arizona State!
And you got to love the mindset that this squad just came out with in the second half. Clearly could not run the football the way they wanted to in the first half. Second half came out with energy, with passion, got the running game going, and then no surprise, they go down the field, they double up their rushing yards, Palmer, and they punch it in the end zone.
You give the guys up front a ton of credit, too, because they were missing some assignments, getting pushed around a little bit here in the first half, which is why they weren't able to have success running the football. And they had a little bit of a come to Jesus, it seems, at halftime. They've come out now playing a little bit angry and finally able to get some movement out front. That made all the difference here on this drive, their ability to run.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Now give it to Fluff. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
That's pretty good zone defense, man. Zone defense means I got eyes on the quarterback, and when somebody comes into my zone, then I'm communicating with the other guy, and they pass it off.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
And you don't see that often where you're running a screen and you're featuring the running back and setting it up, but you go elsewhere. It's a nice job by the offense, nice job by the quarterback in particular, seeing the defense, saying, I can make a play somewhere else, and he goes and does it.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Finds the tight end. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Quarterback running on the draw. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the first down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on 4th down once. Like, they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult. This offense appears to be in an aggressive mode.
The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. after the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Clock popped well again. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls it on the option. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds, and incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Looking downfield, it's Bowling. Makes the grab, turning it on. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got out of trouble and throws. Got a man. It's Miller. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. Tight end finds a soft spot. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Looking for a man. It's Boley. Escapes the pressure to his right. Makes the catch. It's Miller. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
On third down, here's Brown. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on third down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Makes the grab down the middle. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a fourth-quarter lead, but they don't want to leave too much time on the clock for an answer. Looking to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
And after that strong play on first down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the fourth quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. After giving up that field goal, they find themselves trailing and trying to do something about it on this drive. Makes the grab. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Caught by Williams on the right. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down. First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Sends it downfield. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. And the rarely seen illegal forward pass penalty brings up 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Taylor wants to throw it. Here's the pressure. Outside the pocket, lets it go. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And that's how you flip the field really quickly. Go from being on your side of the field, creating the explosive play, getting some momentum for this offense, and getting towards scoring position.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away, dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing, good decision by the quarterback. Get it out quick.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to run it. Breaks into the open. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
Well, they've tried to get this quarterback going, running the ball in a variety of ways, and they haven't really been able to kind of break him out just yet until that run right there. Nice individual effort on the scramble. It took a little longer than they would have liked, but maybe that's the play. It's really going to sort of spark this offense and really maybe get this guy going more on the ground.
And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Motion from the wideout. Scanning the field, it's Boldy. He'll throw it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Working the middle. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Firing to the right, complete. Got room at the 35. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. And Jesse, he just keeps piling up numbers, over 350 yards for the game.
And I feel like from the get-go, Reese, this guy's just been in a great rhythm all game long. He just seems like he's dialed in, and man, he's been accurate throwing the rock.
He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They just keep firing. Rushes on him. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
It's not just about sacks and getting the quarterback on the ground. When you can hurry him up, speed up that thought process, get near his legs, all those things lead to incompletions and sometimes mistakes.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Back to pass, it's Boldy. skips away from pressure. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great 3rd down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field and everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. The Sun Devils take the lead right back.
Man, this is wild. Late in the game, we're seeing 2 heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's got great speed. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Quarterback now breaking the field. Trying to make magic with his feet. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
Looking for room at the 30. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the 4th quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So
makes the grab and room to run. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. Taylor wants to throw. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. The Bulldogs answer right back with a score of their own.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Here comes the heat. Got his man downfield. And after the pickup gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late.
What a play call in a 2-minute situation. They find the shot opportunity, and they take advantage of it, flipping the field. They've now put themselves in a chance to come back and win this thing.
Back open in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Running inside, it's Brown. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Wants to throw. It's Boley. He'll try to do it himself. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the third down. Timeout taken by the Sun Devils, their first of 3. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. To the air on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Moving away from pressure. It'll be incomplete, trying to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's third and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable fourth down if I don't complete this third and long.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And it's picked off by the defender, but he's out of bounds. Couldn't get the foot down. It's incomplete.
And this D, man, right when you needed it. You gave up some yards. It wasn't looking good for a little bit. But late in this football game, you needed to get a stop on third down and put the emphasis on the other side. And now, decision-making time on fourth down. But this D bowing its neck up when it got closer to the red zone.
There's timeout on the field. Arizona State calls it second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Time is their enemy. It's running out on them. Down 4, they'll go for it on fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds. And now the offense trying to score one late.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication.
Grabs it. Touchdown ASU. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead. The Sun Devils take the lead right back.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Here he comes with the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Taylor wants to throw it. The quick out. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Mississippi State calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This really has been a match. When to throw it away when things aren't there. That last play.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Chucked it away just as he was hit. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's